New Therma Speedway here in New Therma, Florida is the site of the season opener for Season 2 of the DASCAR Whelen Modified Tour. Today, NBC Sports DASCAR presents the Whelen Modified Tour Season number 2 here in 2015. Live coverage of the Napa Auto Parts 100 here, live from New Therma Speedway. Joining me alongside, you may have heard him in my Nationwide series, he is back and ready to start this Modified Tour season, Joshua Michaels.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Whelen Modified Tour. So this is a great time, this is summer, so this is a great time to be racing here.
Alright Josh, let's break it down. We got a plethora of rookies that are going to take to the track today. This is their first ever DASCAR start. What are we going to see out of them, and what are we going to see out of this track?
We're going to see a lot of stuff. This track is really great, has really great banking, and the rookies, we got a lot of rookies. Let's see how they will do in their first start here.
Alright, any final thoughts before we get green?
Let's get ready.
Alright, stay tuned everybody, do not go away. We'll be right back with the grid start here of the Napa Auto Parts 150 live on NBC Sports DASCAR. And welcome back to New Therma Speedway here in Florida. The cars are rolling off the grid. You see the starting lineup there at the left side of your screen. Alright Josh, Whelen Modified picks. Who's going to win it?
I'm going to go with Shelton Dixon. He proved himself very strong in practice, and that he's been to the top of every practice, so I think he's got it to win this thing.
Alright, I'm going to go with a Pony Motorsports prospect. I won't go into further detail, but we'll get to that as soon as we can. Either way, the green flag's up, and we're racing here at New Therma Speedway.
Green flag's down here, and they run on turn number 1, Shelton Dixon and number 55, Subway Machine. Doing pretty good so far.
Yeah, Dixon got out to the early lead on the pole here, so he's going to look to win this thing for Rage Racing as they go off into turn number 4. Ooh, that 2 is going to be a little haggle there for the race lead.
Yeah, and the 0-2 of Daniel Smallwood already has the lead right here, and Dixon didn't even lead the first lap.
No, he didn't. It was the 0-2 of Smallwood who led that lap. Now Smallwood going to take the lead. There's Chris Washer, Betty Johnson, Revy Lee, Robert Piet, DASCAR President, Carly Hartford, Luke Walker, Ryder Smith, Mason Powers, Daniel Williams, Nick Pericles, Sonacors, and Brandon Gordon, Peyton Keys, Eric Powers, Gabby Santos, Rick Paul, Eric Hayden, and Eric Smallwood. And last, back up front here with Dylan Smallwood, with Daniel Smallwood. He has a pretty good lead, 1 second.
Dixon is just all behind right now. Chris Washer found himself for second right now.
If we take a look from the booth cam here, there you see Washer clears him for second on the racetrack. But will anyone have something for that 0-2? I
don't think so, but yeah. And I'm here to report from Tim Anderson that Shelton Dixon has tire wear is faster than the others. That's why he's losing positions so fast.
Alright, let's get the report from our modified pit reporter, Tim Anderson. Tim, what's going on with that 55?
As Josh just said, tire wear is just fast, and he just lost it. He's been all got forwards in the practice and qualifying, not so much in the race. Back to you guys in booth.
Alright Tim, thank you very much. So, Shelton Dixon not having a good start here to the season here in his first ever DASCAR start.
Yeah, he's not doing pretty good right here.
Just to clarify things, 24 cars on the racetrack, 2 prospects are sitting out today's race. One of them being from Rage Racing and Pony Motorsports.
Yeah, they decided to set out the season just because of they're doing some auto racing.
Yeah, so they'll rejoin us at Lane International Speedway. That's going to be our next race. Let's take a look at our 3-race motorsports calendar here. Prior to this race, or after this race, we'll head on over to Lane International Speedway for the UNOH 150. Then these cars will go on a speedway, Phoenix International Speedway, or Raceway, for the White Ball 100. Then on to Bristol, the world's fastest half mile. That's going to be the Toyota 100 over at the Bristol Motor Speedway. So that's your 3-race motorsports calendar presented by Prerace. Let's get back up to the lead here. Daniel Smallwood has that lead over 2 seconds, but the fastest lap is the 04, nowhere near the front. Just a handful of laps to go.
Yeah, just a handful of laps to go. And those races will be on NBCSN, NBC DASCAR, and NBCSN respectively.
Yes, they will be on different networks. So check your local listings for the DASCAR Whelen Modified Tour over these next 3 races. Daniel Smallwood still out in front, but that lead has shrunk just a bit. It's down to 1 second. Chris Washer chipping away.
Yep, Chris Washer trying to speed up, trying to get to the front here. Chris Washer, really good driver, and see John Dixon already trying to hold his position for a podium position.
Yeah, he's going to look for a podium finish here, despite being on the lead lap. Let's give a little flyby.
And see, look at that.
Look at how
far they are. They were actually sad. And that's a flyby presented by Prerace.
Looking from the helicopter here, 5 laps to go. Shulk Dixon in third, going to try and hold on for that podium position, while Daniel Smallwood most likely is going to come home with his first ever DASCAR start. He could walk away here with his first ever DASCAR win.
Yeah, but we don't see a lot of well-known faces in the Whelen Modifieds. We mostly see rookies and season 2, not really veterans, but the DASCAR regulars.
Yeah, DASCAR regulars and newcomers. If you're a newcomer, this is your stepping stone to making in the top 3 series in DASCAR, whether it be Truck, Nationwide, Cup. But this is where you can start it. 2 laps to go for Daniel Smallwood. It's a 2-second lead over the 97 of Chris Washer, so most likely Daniel Smallwood in that 2, if he can get the white flag and make it around this speedway, he will get his first win as they come off turn number 4. There was a crash, and the white flag is out.
White flag.
And the yellow is out.
Oh, what happened to that?
Yellow flag.
So looks Daniel Smallwood win this race, but with the number 4 just wrecked.
So there was a caution on the white flag lap. We did not pick it up. We'll focus on the checker flag, but Daniel Smallwood, in his first ever DASCAR start, is going to win his first race and the season opener here at New Cinema Speedway.
Great job for the number 02 right there, but the thing I'm wondering about is what happened to the 4 right here.
Yeah, the 4 has pretty significant damage. Look, the back end's all stoved in.
Yeah, let's see what happened with the number 4 of Benny Thomas.
Alright, Josh, take a look. This was on the white flag lap. They were coming to take the white flag. You see the 37 right there. Hooks the 4 of Annie Thomas. She gets on those ripple shifts at the bottom of the racetrack and just goes around, keeps going around, and I think another car's going to collide with her. Yeah, right there.
Oh.
Takes the back tires right off the ground.
Yikes. And these cars are really like a hybrid between a stock car and a Indy car.
Yeah, but that was still a pretty good lick there for Annie Thomas. Even though it's at slow speeds, it can still cause a lot of problems here. We'll get another look at it here. You see that 37, those Nerf bars just hooked, and round she goes.
Yeah, round she goes right here. These cars are, it really costs a lot for these newcomers to buy them.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a pretty penny for whoever ran into Annie Thomas. I think it was the 54 of Eric Smallwood. Let's take a look at it one more time. And it wasn't the 54 Smallwood. So who collided with Andy Thomas? Right. Okay, right there, the 25. 25 of Nick Pericles.
Yeah, Nick Pericles is a DASCAR veteran, one of the 4 DASCAR veterans here in the Whelen modifieds.
Yeah, one of them. Next to Sonocourse, Robert Piet, Daniel Voiles, Andy Thomas, Chris Washer, and Nick Pericles. So, no harm, no foul there to a DASCAR veteran. But 2 DASCAR veterans! Goes right to the pace car, okay.
Well, pace car, the track officials have told the pace car that he cannot stop at nothing. Won't stop at nothing. Anyway, let's bring you to your official results.
Your official results presented by Prerace here are official on the track right now, and it's going to be Dylan Smallwood, Chris Washer, Shulk Dixon, Betty Johnson, Blaine Keys, and Revy Lee rounding up the top 6. And 7th is
Ryan Taylor.
Then we got Carly Hartford, DASCAR President Robert Piet, Luke Walker, Whiter Smith, Mason Powers, Daniel Voiles. I don't know how they all finished 1 lap down, but I'm sure DASCAR will take another look at that and put all these cars back on the lead lap.
Yeah, they probably will. Anyway, so thoughts on first race of season number 2?
It was pretty quiet through the first half of the race, but then it just it got quieter as the race went on. But then we had that caution to end the race. But in the end, Daniel Smallwood comes out victorious here at New Smyrna Speedway.
So thank you all for watching, everybody. Next race will be on NBCSN. So keep your camera down, and we'll see you at Phoenix.
Well, not really. We're going to go to Lanier National Speedway. Tune in to NBCSN for the UNOH 150 at Lanier National. For Joshua Michaels, I'm Jimmy Pintor. Keep the hammer down, and we'll see you at the track.